Hello Taurus, welcome to your weekly read. This is for the week beginning June 15th, 2026 for Taurus Sun and Rising. Let's take a look at what's going on, general energies, channeling whatever comes through here for my Taurians, for the Bulls, starting June 15th, 2026 for Taurus, please Spirit. I've been meditating on these cards, so just a few more shuffles and we'll get started with the reading. Taurus, I want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes and your comments. So please do keep them coming. It's the only way that you can support my channel in gaining followers. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, it would be a big boon for me. Thank you so much, Taurus. Alright, I'm using the Celtic Dragon deck today. I haven't used this in ages, so I hope that you enjoy the unique visuals that are on these particular cards. And also want to quickly let you know that I am open for business when it comes to personal readings. You can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go and join my channel memberships as well. Click on the join button for more information or look in the box below. Taurus, let's see, I'm going to get a card for you from the mermaid deck here for Taurus for the week beginning June 15th. Okay, we have dreams, vivid dreams, dream messages or dream teaching. What can our dreams teach us? Well, sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but my dreams are gobbledygook. So sometimes I'll have a prophetic dream, yes, but more often than not our dreams can be a little bit on the tricky side. Yes, they seem to, sometimes they come out of complete left field, as things that you haven't heard of for years or haven't really been thinking about, and suddenly they will just pop up in your dreams. So some of you could be experiencing that at this particular time, Taurus. Let's see, I'm going to get a card from this deck here. Message for Taurus about this dream situation. Now, of course, this can be literally what you're dreaming about, what you're fantasizing about, or what the life that you would like to lead. Let's see. Standing Stones, Passage. Reminds me of that show Outlander that's on TV, that time travel series. So for some of you, you're thinking about traveling through a portal. Traveling through a portal in your dreams. I see a rite of passage here as well, a passage from one stage of life to another. Let's see where all of this is going for my Taurians. I'm going to do something a little bit, I just completely went off there, and Spirit said no, turn them all over. Okay, alright, I will do that. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups. The Hermit. Three of Swords. Queen of Swords. Six of Swords. The Nine of Wands. And the Two of Wands. Okay. Well, right off the bat, this does feel very much like dreams. I've been getting that for a while for you, Taurus. Being in the middle of this energy of should I or shouldn't I? Having a dream, thinking, is this something that I can realistically do, or am I just dreaming? I mean, we all have that, don't we? I mean, there are things that we would like to do, but we know are just pie in the sky kind of things. For instance, I'll give you an example of me. I would love to be a singer. I know that is not going to happen. So, and then there's more realistic dreams, what I'd like to accomplish in my life realistically. So some of you Taurians may be kind of fighting that idealism and reality, yes, what you can and can't do. If you had a time machine, you could probably go back and make some different choices in your life, but that, of course, isn't reality. That's just something that's in the movies and TV shows. So the Four of Cups there is speaking about some dissatisfaction with your life. It is showing up more in past energy. Why? Because we've got this rite of passage card, this Six of Swords, and I was talking about that with that standing stone. So a rite of passage. You know, it feels a little bit like a time in your life here, Taurus, where you're really looking back at your past, thinking about decisions that you've made, reflecting upon that, reflecting upon where you are now, how the decisions that you've made have shaped you and formed your identity. And you're looking towards the future here, but it feels very much like being that in-between. Okay. You have strength on your side. You have an enormous amount of strength. But with this Hermit energy, I get you I get you as being very intellectual, actually, more of a bookworm. You probably read a lot of books when you were younger. These days, that's become less and less of a thing. But you know what? I just get an energy around you of being a lot more rooted in things of the past, meaning you value things from the past. Some of you could be very much into reading about history or going to historical places, or when you're not so much somebody who goes out and visits like beach resorts and that kind of thing. You're more of a person who likes to visit historical places and enjoy the history, soak up the history of that. I'm a bit like that too, Taurus. I'm not a beach person. I mean, look at how pale I am. I mean, yeah, I just burn up. I don't toast, I roast. Yeah. So anyway, Taurus, with this Hermit energy, I'm just getting a sense of like escaping into a little bit of fantasy when you read books, and I think that's a really good thing, especially if we're dissatisfied with our lives and we can't really realistically take that big vacation because we don't have the money, or we have obligations to family and commitments to work and all of that stuff. But you can still plan, dream, have a strategy in place. Yeah. We also have this energy of the Nine of Wands here, Taurus, and I want to get an extra card on that, because I was talking about your strength, and that's what I'm picking up there with that Nine of Wands. That is your hidden talent, is your focus, your strength. And when you focus on something, you certainly have the ability, the resourcefulness, to make something happen here. We've got the tomatoes. The tomatoes of love. All right. We'll go there. The tomatoes of love. Oh gosh. Yes. Love potion number 9. Well, when we think about some of you cook with tomatoes. I'm also getting Spain for some reason. Spain or Spanish-speaking countries. So for some of you that may resonate. Yeah. Now, of course, tomatoes are a fruit. They're not a vegetable. I think most of us know that. And they have very strong energetic properties. That Nine of Wands. Tomatoes inspire and invite love into your life. Alignment with love is here. And I get also not just love. I feel like an increase in many areas in your life. You could be planning a holiday. You could be setting aside some money for a big purchase, like a plane ticket or some sort of travel here, Taurus. Yeah. Now, of course, best laid plans. The way that the world is right now, I'd say make sure that you have some travel insurance if you are outlaying some big money here for an asset. Or make sure that things are on the up and up. Like I'm not getting real estate here, but whatever you're choosing to perhaps put some funds aside for or spend some money on, make sure that you can get it back easily, because plans can change. Yes, plans can change, mainly because I feel not just you, but external circumstances. So be ready for that. Yeah, a little bit of caution there, I would say. A little bit cautious. Nothing major, just a little bit of caution there. Yeah. There's a feeling here of prosperity. Your energy is definitely protected at this time. And I'm getting a very strong Venusian energy around this tomato card. Tomatoes, when you think of it, they are quite luscious, aren't they? Yes, they are quite luscious. I'm getting this very... Gosh, I don't want to make this it's not X-rated, but it is kind of... Well, yeah, it feels very plump. Oh my gosh, where is this coming from? All right, Taurus, I'm going to get a little bit more information here. Now, some of you may be wanting to take a trip, and you could have a significant other or a partner that doesn't want to take that trip. I'm also getting that message. Yeah, we've got the Alchemy card. So you can make this happen. You just have to think outside the box. Some of you, in order to do this dream, you may have to take a sabbatical from work, or you may also have to perhaps leave someone behind. But it feels like going back in time. That's why I feel like this trip could be something to do with genealogy, somewhere that your family or your ancestors were from. I was getting Spain there, but it could, of course, be... I'm reading the Celtic Oracle. It can be a Celtic country as well, UK, Ireland, maybe even the Scandinavian countries as well. I'm getting visiting like Game of Thrones sets as well for some of you, like where the TV show was made. Could even be like Iceland, or... Yeah, it feels like a combination of cold and hot. That's why I'm getting Iceland, because of the volcanoes there, Taurus. Yeah, and I also get on this trip, it's possible you could be meeting up with someone from the past, or you could even meet someone that you have an instant connection with, that you had like a past life with. You could even be connecting with people that actually related to you in some form or another. But it's a journey of the heart, Taurus. And whatever you're thinking about here, you can make it happen. You have the resources, the skill that's needed to make this happen. And I do feel a sense of force around you. Not giving up, but that Nine of Wands, being quite determined to make this happen. A little bit of a wrinkle here with somebody around you. They could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or just someone who is a very strong force in your life, who could be saying no. It could be a partner, it could be a boss even. But I think that you can manage this. I do. There's something here about unexpectedly finding love. But I don't feel it's where you currently are. It feels like going somewhere else. Could be on this trip I'm talking about, or you could be taking a trip down memory lane with a particular person, talking about the past. So you may know them, you may not know them. About 50-50 here. Some of you are reconnecting with a person from the past that you know in your younger days. For others of you, this is somebody that you're going to meet that is going to have this kind of instant rapport with, an instant connection. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Any other messages here, please, for Taurus? Yeah, I don't see you actually doing this in this week, I want to be clear, but it is a dream of yours, and some of you are dreaming about a person from the past. Oh, we have the trigonic quartz, or trigonic, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I would say trigonic, but depends where you're from, of course. Alright. This is an energy, guys, of rapid expansion. I'm seeing this Eight of Wands as rapid expansion. You have to be... You're a person of integrity and honesty, so make sure you don't do anything here that is... you may be keeping this a secret from people around you at this time, but I think at some point you're going to have to be honest and speak about this dream or this goal. For some Taurians here, you're wanting to reach beyond what you currently have. And you're definitely wanting to let go of any conflicts. But this situation with a person who could be saying no to you at the moment, or could be a block to your goal, your dream, it's something that you feel you have to do that is a rite of passage, and someone could be getting in the way of that. For some of you, it could involve renegotiating or negotiating with this particular person. Yeah, it's a very strong energy here of a gateway with this Two of Wands. And I feel it's something that you want to do that feels essential on your particular journey, you know, this rite of passage, to test your skills, to test your strength. You may feel like you're not in your true home. You may want to travel to a distant land or somewhere where you feel more connected with your purpose. And I'm just getting a strong energy here of you could be feeling like alienated at this point, Taurus. And there could be a feeling here of feeling not where you belong, truly. Interesting, guys. Interesting. Let's see. I'm going to get some more cards for you. Taurus, for this particular week, we have... I'm going to get one from this deck here. Messages for Taurus, please, for the week beginning June 15th. Flow. Yeah. Right now, it's a pull. It's a pull, but there is some conflict around this. And healing, phenomenal healing energy flows through every cell in my body. Yeah, it feels like something that you need to do to heal. This rite of passage, testing your strengths, this portal. Somebody has a conflict around you. It's something that you're dreaming about. Yeah, it's something that you want to feel. A sense of not feeling fulfilled at the present time. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to get a card from this deck here. Message for Taurus, please, for this week. Harmony. Yeah. Finding harmony with where you are in your current moment while dreaming of this thing that you feel is something that you need to do. That's your big ask for this week, Taurus. It's a tough energy, and it's fraught with difficulty, fraught with possible communication issues. You know, harmony is all about deserving to feel good about your existence, and with that Four of Cups, it feels like there's been a lot of feelings of dissatisfaction in your current life. Yeah, this card is symbolic of what will bring you happiness. So it's a radiating warmth. It's radiating this beautiful energy. Definitely take some time this week to reflect on what you believe will bring you happiness. You could be longing or craving to have a more complete or happier life. The color orange here can refer to wanting to be more social, breaking out and experiencing more activity, new adventures. Orange, of course, is the color of the sacral chakra, and it's associated with the reproductive system, sexual organs, but it could also symbolize happiness and love. We do store our feelings, our emotions, our pleasure, our sensuality, and intimacy and connection in the sacral chakra. So there's a opening up of this energy. You know, you deserve to feel well and good in that area of your life. When the sacral chakra is clear and that energy is in balance, you're more open, friendly, compassionate, empathic, and have more concern for people around you. There's more of an experience of a strong sense of belonging, feeling good about your life, enjoying time with people around you, doing what's necessary to bring yourself in alignment with what you want from your life. So where is that harmony not happening? Spirit is asking you to find that flow again, to open up to that flow. You know, only you have the power to fulfill your life. Nobody else can fulfill it for you. If you're strongly magnetized to this energy of this rite of passage, Spirit is saying you can manifest this with this alchemy card. Okay, I'm going to pick up a couple of cards from the tea leaves for this week. For Taurus, please, for the week of June 15th. Someone could be leaving your life, or you could be feeling a little bit on the lonely side here, Taurus. Marriage, okay. Some of you could be thinking about marriage. Those of you who are married could be feeling tied down or frustrated. Some of you could even be thinking about a parting of the ways. It won't be for all of you, of course. Possibly in December. And honor and respect will come to you. I'm going to get one more here, please, for Taurus. Romance, celebration, and a party. Yeah, for some of you here, you could be wanting to experience more love, sex, joy in your life, more adventure, especially if life has become a little bit dull or boring, or you feel like you belong somewhere else. There's an energy here of exploration, Taurus. And for some of you, you could actually be going through a period of separation or divorce, so that you can experience more romance, more socializing, celebrating, parties, that kind of thing. Yeah, some of you are feeling a bit misplaced at this present time. So, that obviously won't be for everyone. For those of you who are in a job or career at this present time, let's get some advice for you. Create. Yeah, some of you want to be more creative. So if you've been in more of a job which has been unfulfilling, the marriage here may be to a job. Some of you could be leaving a job, taking that sabbatical, as I said earlier, possibly in December. Some of you could work for the government, or some sort of, there could be a crown and the logo of the place that you work at. Yeah, some of you have been feeling very tied down with this job. It's become very frustrating. You want to romance your life, get creative. You want to break some rules here. You want to zag when everyone else zigs, and profit. Yeah, creating that strong relationship with money. So yeah, for some of you here, it's about squirreling away cash for that thing that you want to do, that thing, that asset. As I said earlier, make sure that, if you do have something come up, something unexpected, make sure that you have like that insurance or that backup plan, because there could be, it's just a small caution, guys, nothing to be overly concerned with, but I wouldn't just go out and shell out a bunch of money on like a plane ticket or something, because plans could change unexpectedly. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for you, Taurus. Wish you all the very best. I thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. If you would like a personal reading, you can reach out to me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy store. You can Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot, on Etsy, and you can also join my channel for personal readings and also early access to the readings. They come out 5 to 7 days before they come out for everybody else here on the channel. So welcome, guys. I appreciate you supporting my channel, and thank you so much.